Welcome back gamers and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again, and today I very much like to show you this replay because you know Zerra. He likes those one-man army replays. And let me know in the comment below what you think about Stalingrad when everyone is behind that stupid 20 plus kilometers of range. And no one wants to push. There is a pretty strong so I say super cruiser Stalingrad, which actually can take a hit, not from everything, but frankly I like to say it's one of the most tankiest cruiser in this game. Yes, you heard me right, Stalingrad and also Petropavlovsk, they do kind of a benefit of this long range sniping because after all they do not have any weakness whatsoever. First hit is Citadel at 10,600 damage. And by the way, there was only two shells of which one single hit caused Citadel damage. There it's the Stalingrad in a nutshell. And the same story, guys. I do honestly believe there's Slava Thunder, of course, the most OPness of all OPness. Thunder, you will see a lot of Thunders each and every game for many years from now. How is that? They do have this no poor armor. I'm talking what kind of shells? HE shells do tons of damage, AP shells tons of damage, and same story with overmatching, big caliber of oomph. It's like I don't know what to say, like Georgia hits you really darn hard. And in some regards they are much longer range than almost any other battleship. Yes, the French also have this stupid range 24 something in Republic, Bourgogne and so on, and they all benefit of this Deadeye skill. On the other hand, I very much like to talk about this captain. He's from Asia server. His name is Haruna. Yes, we just call him Haruna. He has a weird first name. However, Stalingrad, yeah, I believe she's a very strong cruiser, too strong when you're facing a poor devil RP Takao. Because guys, seriously, those guns hits like exactly what I'm trying to say, extremely darn hard. Cleveland RP Takao, they are not made for this meta of two reasons. One, they do have too bad of a armor versus, you know, all big guns at tier 10. At the same time, they do have short range, so they cannot engage each other with an at maximum 15.8 or something, that ridiculous range that RP Takao and Cleveland have. So they are most likely the first one who's going down. It's those cruisers, you know what I mean. On the other hand, yeah, Arpita can kind of play poor. Remember, she has a very good concealment. If you have the concealment module, I do highly recommend to have it. Because versus 2 Thunder Georgia, you're just food pinata. I repeat, Cleveland without an island, which this Cleveland is actually doing. He is behind the island. You have to know when you stop and when to not shoot, to not, you know, being targeted by 5 battleship from the enemy team. And same story with it here. Now he does not know, but man, this captain has range. Is it Stalingrad more range than Alaska? Because I do believe with Alaska you do not have over 20 kilometers in range. But on the other hand, guys, most of the tier 10, I'm talking about Hindenburg, I'm talking about the Alexander Nevsky, which I own, they all have a roughly 21 or close to 21 point something kilometers in range. It's that pretty important because, guys, if you have rail guns, like, you know, this captain Stalingrad, you have no issue whatsoever to hit your target. Yes, that one was not crazy, it was 3 ricochet, but on the other hand, the Georgia was perfect angle, you know. It's all about finding the flank and so on. On the other hand, Stalingrad, it's very weak. It's almost like a Moscow if you show broadside. it's easy to delete. On the other hand, if you stay bow on and very good angle versus all your enemy, there's very little they can do. Matter of fact, you can trade no problem whatsoever with most of the tier 10 battleships. And now I do believe that George is showing a little bit too much side, and he will be punished in oncoming 13 seconds. So it's all about position yourself. And yes, guys, I know he's almost at the border, but the truth is this map, it's literally, in my honest opinion, a tier 6 and tier 7 match. It's nothing a big map. This is one of the shortest map, and yeah, you can actually, if you're a Musashi or a Yamato, you can stay where you spawn, and you do have a range to shoot on your enemy all over the place, literally in the entire map. It is such a short map. And this captain, ladies and gents, he has, what I can see, range upgraded guns that, what I'm trying to say, he put the module and everything about the range, because he does have 23.6 kilometers of range. Go and figure. I can definitely see on the mini-map the range, what's the maximum range he can get. And yes, that is the right call. Thunder, it's engaging two ships at the same time. He's not even bothered, but that I believe it's a big mistake. I have no idea who's which target he choose and go for. But at this stage, yep. Yeah, he's a bow on, don't get me wrong. The truth is, you do not have the super gear, you're not a conqueror. Yes, you do have better AP guns, that you do. On the other hand, he was busy shooting something else, and now it's the first engagement, 1 versus 1. Yeah. Yeah, go and figure. That's a super cruiser for you. I would say like this: he could have done significant damage to this captain, but he was busy shooting something else, someone else, and by the time he reload, he got wrapped, he got blapped by the Stalingrad. So even though I believe, guys, that the enemy Thunder misplayed completely and the Georgia run out of friends, very good dodge, very good dodge. Now, to be fair, I would like to say that Georgia a little bit misplayed. It is kind of a small map and stuff like that. But remember, this is one of the fastest tier 9 battleship the entire game. You have a crazy good speed, and you should have, you know, opportunity to disengage. That was very, very unlucky salvo. But I do believe he's going just this broadside. Next salvo might actually delete him. The Stalingrad guns are not from this earth. Now he's trying. Yes, he's very good dodging. That was a pretty damn good maneuver from Georgia. He really knows how to play his ship. That's good. That's really good. I do not see many battleships doing that. The problem is that he's running out of space. And at this range, 11.2 or 20 point something kilometers, the Georgia, it's too wide of a ship, too big to not and that's her weakness, you know. She's a big fat lady. On the other, she has a good guns, but it was very unfortunate with that salvo. Okay, that was 7 pen of and 1 cross fire. He realized, this captain, that probably the AP won't work because he's too angle. On the other hand, he should definitely change for the AP, because right now he's at the maximum border. On the other hand, he's very slow, and he's been it's engaged by the Alaska. So now he's versus 2 ships. Yeah, 3,400 damage, and it was 6 hits. That was a good trade because that was not a whole lot damage, to be honest with you. Yes, I do believe this salvo will finish this Alaska Georgia out because he come too close to the border, and Alaska at 18.6 kilometer have really hard time to hit anything. Man, those two last shells, it came like minutes after he got sunk. Yeah, that is the weakness of the Georgia. Slow, yes, hard hitting, but it's kind of a ridiculous slow speed of the shell speed. That's what I'm trying to say. Now the enemy actually have two divisions Yamato. In this match, two divisions Yamato, they can team speak and stuff like that. Should be a big problem. There are two ships behind. And guys, it is alright, 167,000 damage, but this captain just barely warm up. What do you mean, Zerra? Well, I promise you one-man army, right? And what is pretty ridiculous, the guy, even though he will do, of course, more skill, there is one ship in the friendly team to tier 8, which gonna do much more damage than the tier 10, but I'm not saying that the rest of the team did nothing. I'm just talking about the kills, but of course you may argue that that means anything, you know what I mean. So now two super cruisers engaging each other. I do like this engagement a lot. I still believe the tier 9 Alaska is one of the best ships at tier 9. It's a very good all-rounder and you cannot go wrong with her. I do have in my Alaska standoff concealment double rudder, makes this ship a crazy maneuver at this incoming 20 plus kilometers range. You can duke left and right, and it's very easy to dodge if you're not engaging by the entire enemy team. I'm talking if you're engaged by 2 or 3 ships, actually even 3 ships, you can dodge the incoming fire if the enemy ships are, let's say, 20 kilometers plus. So I do like this engagement. Now he's not alone, he is together with Montana, so they are pushing this flank. I do like it. What's the name of this stupid map? Haven. It's not a bad map, it's just that this does not quite fit the tier 10. It's too damn small. And remember, if this captain is just going straight a little bit more, he will even find the midway, the enemy midway soon. So he really needs to make this happen. And there's the Des Moines over there who's defending their own cap. I don't believe he's alone because most likely it will be Alaska as well soon. Yeah, that's this. Yeah, go and figure. Man, I do like the Des Moines, don't get me wrong, but I feel that Des Moines in open water, it's a dead one. Yeah, a food farming pinata versus any. I know you may argue that she is a heavy cruiser, stuff like that, but frankly, when a super cruiser and when battleships aiming at Des Moines, it's just blow up, you know what I mean? Something. Yeah, it's great DPM, but you need to play like this Cleveland behind the islands and stuff like that, you know. And what can he do? Cleveland does not have any range whatsoever. And Chapayev, he has good range, but it's made of Citadel. That's the only problem with this. And this captain is moving like a madman. He's going all in, all in. That was very disappointing. One overpen. Alaska is also charging him. But I do believe he wants to finish the Chapayev first. This does not look good for the Chapayev, let me tell you. Yeah, it is pretty obvious that you're doing something wrong when you showing your broadside to Alaska or Krem or Slava, or I don't know what to say. Those Soviet Upinis of the guns, it's just ridiculous. 2,800. Yes, Alaska cannot be Citadel, guys. And that's the strength about Alaska. Oh lord, that was a huge disadvantage for this. He dealt 2,800. He received 12,000 in return. So go and figure the Alaska's AP improved AP penetration. It's unreal. Okay, that was a very good hit over there. Okay, Yamato is showing on now. This time, ladies and gents, we're gonna see the blast of the Yamato, definitely. 33,500 damage, I mean, seriously. And he does not even aim. Okay, he was reversing a little bit too much. And because of this, captain was pushing the flank. Let's see if we can finish him. Oh, of course he finish him up with 22,000. So 2 salvo literally gave him, oh gosh, close to 60,000 damage. 2 salvos, absolutely ridiculous. He got black. Now, actually, Alaska is much harder to deal with because you cannot citadel Alaska. You are a AP monster, that it's true, and 7,000 it's not bad. But guys, seriously, I played a lot of times with my Alaska. I cannot remember once that I got citadel. Yes, probably it happened, but guys, maybe 1 in 200 battles, or just ridiculous. Because of her citadel, it's under the water. That makes this Alaska kind of a tanky. But on the other hand, this captain is very well angled, and it's a little bit. Oh, Yamato can definitely wants to what do you call it? Because there were 2 Yamato's divisions, so one Yamato's was we got blacked by this captain, and yes, the revenge is the right word. 4,100 damage, not bad. He will probably hit a couple torpedoes. Those Yamato, he's engaging 2 ships aiming at him. It must be the Alaska and it must be the Yamato at the same time. Yes, it is a good perk if you have a cruiser, any type of cruiser. It's almost a must-have. This perk will give you indication how many ships aiming at you. I do believe the midway will finish the Yamato, no problem. It has only 8 HP left. 8! So this salvo is definitely overkill. 8 HP left. Akizuki is trying to defend his body, and remember guys, Akizuki's AA is not a joke, especially if you have a BFT and advanced fire trait. And of course the Stalingrad is a big damn large ship, almost impossible to not have been hit. But on the other hand, this combination Akizuki with Stalingrad, it's actually pretty effective. I repeat, the combination AA, it's not bad. Of some very strange reason, the Midway's planes are not so darn fast. Okay, he might actually eat 1 torpedo over here. That's not good. Or yeah, run off steam. There is a ship. Goodbye, Midway. That is the Alaska. Yes, the Alaska was here. He radar him. He been radar, and now he's showing a little bit too much side. I do believe, guys, this is could it be kill number 9? I don't know. You have 8 kills so far. He pushed like a madman. He really changed the tide, and literally he's showing you how tanky this ship and how strong in everything is, you know. And there's 2 super cruisers, of course. You may argue that Akizuki is also engaging him, Daka, and Alaska is going down by the Akizuki. So let me know in the comment below. This push made all the change in the world, and I definitely showing you that it has a potential to become a hilarious strong ship in the right hand. So guys, thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.